Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the October 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Aries. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. With that being said, let's go and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for October. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But let's see here, getting started again with column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We have the card Alchemy. Alchemy is a card about like pushing through a limitation or pushing through a constraint. It's overcoming, knowing that you have the ability to overcome. The nice thing is that this is what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So Aries, you've done a great job of pushing through whatever this boundary or limitation or constraint was. So really neat to see, again, you kind of broke through that limitation barrier there. But let's see what messages we have coming through. The first card that we have is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is like Prince or Princess Charming type energy. It's very romantic. It's very proposal-like. This is a great love card. Some of you definitely could have entered into a new relationship these last few weeks or month. That could have been breaking out of your comfort zone potentially. But very much so a love card with that Knight of Cups. One thing I like to point out is this is not always a love card though. When we talk about proposal, this could also be a card of a business proposal or a job opportunity. It could come in a form of some sort of other opportunity. But whatever it is, a new and wonderful opportunity, typically something we were seeking. Again, this is like the everything we were hoping for type card. The next card that we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of expectations. This is a card of being very conventional. It's a card of conformity. Very well, we could have had to break out of this cycle of conformity or break expectations that we had previously set for ourselves, or just break away from this traditional conventional thinking. Again, pushing past that point of alchemy. And then at the bottom here, we have the 7 of Cups. If you take a look at this card, there's something different in each of the 7 of Cups. Definitely lots going on. So I would say it's been a busy last few weeks or month for you. Again, this is an indicator of just having a lot of different things going on. This can also be like non-committal energy though. Sometimes when we have a lot of different things going on or we have a lot of options, it's hard to commit to one thing. And that could have been, again, that kind of point that we had to push ourselves past with the Alchemy card is getting past the point of feeling non-committal and actually being able to commit to a certain situation or relationship or outcome even. Let's clarify though and see what other messages we have here. The first card we have is the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands, if you look here, is almost like a finish line. So this is a card of celebration and success, so getting past a finish line. I do think we either opened up and actually went forward and committed to this relationship. So crossing the line, getting across there. Again, breaking through the barrier with the Alchemy card, getting to the finish line. Or perhaps, again, this is this business proposal, and I know we had some non-committal energy, but it was actually then committing and getting there. So neat to see that 4 of Wands, indicator of success. The next card that we have is the Wheel of Fortune. For those of you who watched my readings before, you know the Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards. It's an indicator of turning point. It's a card of good luck and good fortune. This is like getting ready to turn the corner. This is a shift, a major change coming for you. And I like this with the Hierophant. Again, we're breaking those expectations that aren't serving us, breaking out of tradition or conventional items or conformity that no longer fits what we need. And on the bottom here we have the 9 of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a card of wishes coming true. So this is saying your wish is coming true. If this relationship is what you were wishing for, this opportunity is what you're wishing for, or even this shift, breaking out of, again, that conformity and that tradition, this is what you were hoping for. You had all of these options with the Seven of Cups, but you got the one you were hoping for. So really nice energy with the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups can also be a card of good health, so a good health indicator for some of you as well. Maybe you have been feeling good. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is just in general what's coming for October. We have the card Center. Center is about taking care of you. And it's interesting with this card, if you look at the definition, it's like you can take care of you without this being selfish. You can prioritize you without this being selfish. This is also about like breaking tradition or breaking ties with people that aren't serving you. Some of you are in this cycle of like serving others and doing what feels good for others. And the Center card is about taking care of you and doing what feels good for you, Aries. But let's see what messages we have here. Definitely need to break some cycles here, break some habits here. The first card is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of low feelings. It's heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression. But it is more than anything an indicator of needing to heal. So this is, again, doing for you, taking care of you this month, Aries. And potentially if there's somebody that's continuing to cause this hurt, we need to cut ties with them. Again, this is about breaking habits that are not serving us and not making us feel good. The next card that we have is the Nine of Wands. I actually like to see this here because I feel like this fits well with taking care of us and doing things that are important to us. And again, this isn't selfish at all, so I hope this doesn't come through selfish. The Center energy is not at all selfish. It's truly just taking care of you. But with the Nine of Wands here, this is a card of keeping and maintaining boundaries. This is a good opportunity to reset boundaries and make sure that's what's protecting you and what feels good for you. The next card that we have is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of celebration, so definitely an indicator of some success coming for you this month in October. I do think this will be success with the boundaries and the healing as well, but even broader, I feel like there's another success that's coming your way. This is also a card of friendship and circle of support, so if you do need to cut ties with somebody, this feels odd to say, but you can fill that void through the support of friendship or somebody that's in your circle of support. But let's see here what clarifiers I have for you, Aries. The first clarifier we have is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed restrictions. If you look at this card, this person's blindfolded and their arms are bound down, but there's all these swords stuck in the ground behind them, and they could very easily wiggle back and cut themselves free. So this is healing that you can do for yourself. This is relationships you can end and bad cycles that you can end. This is all within your ability here, Aries. You don't really need anybody else to make this change. Again, this is you doing for you based on what feels good and what's serving you. The next card we have is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, anytime we have an ace card, is a card of newness. The Ace of Swords specifically is new idea or new mental clarity. Definitely clarity is going to be the big piece here. And with this newfound clarity, we can of course go back in and set boundaries that align with what we want, with what makes us feel good, with what protects our energy. So now knowing what you know, you can set some really nice clean boundaries with the Nine of Wands. And at the bottom here we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is one of these cards, Aries, that's always favorable for you. With the Judgment, this is, again, a card of clarity. And this is a card of making a decision. This is also a card of, like, a wake-up call and pushing you to live into your life's purpose. So this comes almost like as a motivator this month, pushing you forward to success, which is wonderful to see, and knowing that you have that circle of support, but definitely clarity on what you want, what feels good, what doesn't feel good, and you can check and adjust from there. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. Think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments that you have. The first card that we have is the Temperance card. Temperance card, one of those ones I like to see anywhere. This is a card of balance and harmony. I feel like for some of you, things could have been wacky lately. Like you've been working a lot, you've been working little. So I like to see this balance and harmony being restored. This could be work-life balance being restored. Maybe you got a little behind on bills or something popped up. Or getting back to that point of balance and harmony, which I love, love, love to see. This is also a card of moderation though, so this is a reminder, Aries, to spend in moderation. All things in moderation is a good way to live by. But keep that in mind again with spending, saving, spend in moderation. The next card that we have is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional, very strategic. I feel like there is something you could be doing, Aries, that's a little bit more strategic. Whatever it is that you want to accomplish, you can be a little bit more intentional, a little bit more strategic in guiding yourself there. The nice thing with the King of Swords, though, being where it is in this column, it's saying you're going to do it, but my advice to you is you could be a little bit more strategic, you can be a little bit more intentional, you can set yourself up for success, whatever you're trying to accomplish career and finance-wise. The King of Swords is also a card of seeking professionals, so there could be some time this month where you get professional help. Let's say you want to start buying cryptocurrency. I would meet with a financial advisor or somebody that specializes in cryptocurrency. Or perhaps you want to start investing, then I would get with an investment or portfolio manager. So seeking that professional help when needed. The next card that we have is the Star card. The Star card is a card of recognition. You see this big star at the top here. This could be you being the star, being in the spotlight, being recognized. This is also a card, though, of renewal and hope, and this is going to tie in really closely with the Temperance card. It's like you can finally stop and take a deep breath and just like sigh and feel good and feel relaxed, which is a nice place to be, Aries. We're balanced, there's harmony, we're feeling renewed and ready to go. The first clarifier we have for the money column here is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card of skill, quality, craftsmanship. It fits in very, very nicely. This is you and saying that you have the skills that you need. The work that you're putting out there is really strong and really wonderful. The Three of Pentacles is also a card of teamwork and collaboration. So kind of going back to what I was saying with the King of Swords, leverage those resources, leverage those professionals this month as needed. The next card that we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is one of those cards that has a ton of meanings, but this is a card of nostalgia and reflection and almost like kind of taking a look as how you got to where you are now, which I like. You need to know where you've been so you can know where you're going. Remember, the King of Swords is very intentional, very strategic. You're working on something future focused, but knowing where you've been is going to help guide you to where you're going to go. So very important there. I do see like a pop-up gift here for you too. So potentially like a bonus or flowers or some sort of nice gesture. I do feel like there's a surprise gift coming for you this month related to your job. And at the bottom here we have the Justice card. The Justice card is a card of cause and effect. It's like you did this and now you get this. So it's like your hard work is now paying off. You're getting recognized for your hard work. You're being given a gift because of your hard work. So like the Justice is also really good in terms of contract, legal matters, items of the court. All of those indicate a favorable outcome for you as well. Potentially that could be giving you the renewal. But again, contracts, legal, anything with court. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. So think family, friends, relationship, children. whatever you associate with love, Aries. The first card we have at the top here is the Eight of Swords. We talked about this earlier. That's that card of self-imposed restrictions. I feel like some of you want to be in a relationship, but you're like not going out, or you're not on dating apps, or whatever it may be. Or maybe somebody asked you out and you said no. I feel like there's some sort of limitation here that's holding you back from accomplishing whatever it is that you want with love. So do keep that in mind. The nice thing about the Eight of Swords is once we know it's a thing, you can stop restricting yourself or stop limiting yourself in that fashion. The next card is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing, very healing, very supportive. I feel like you've done a lot of healing to get to this point of wanting to advance a relationship or grow your family or enter into a new relationship, which is wonderful. I love the Queen of Cups. If you look at the cup on this card, it's more of a trophy than a cup. And the one thing I will say is, like, make sure that you are in a relationship with somebody that is treating you like the trophy that you are. And at the bottom here, we have the Ace of Wands. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. This is this urge to create, though. Again, it's getting to what you want, so we need to make sure we're not limiting ourselves here. We want to find somebody or be in a relationship with somebody that's treating us like the trophy. But this could be entering a new relationship, advancing a current relationship, marriage, proposal, children, you name it. But this is a card of newness, so a good indicator for those if that's what you're hoping for. Taking a look at our clarifiers here, the first one we have is the Ace of Cups. It really doesn't get much better than this in the love column here. Again, anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. But this is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage, all of those love type things. I do see, again, a lot of you entering into a new relationship this month, or your family growing, or your relationship advancing. Do make sure that, again, though, you're not limiting yourself from this happening. If you are, it seems like that energy is going to shift, again, because here is the newness card, whatever it is you're hoping for. But you can get there a little quicker or get there a little bit easier, making sure you're not holding yourself back. The next card that we have is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card of having to make a decision. There is some sort of decision about love, and again, this is likely the thing that is also restricting you from the relationship you want or the advancement that you want. So do keep that in mind. It's making that conscious decision to put yourself out there or pursue growing your family, whatever it may be. And at the bottom here, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is another card of newness. It's like showing you being active. It's taking action. It's moving forward. It's pursuing this new whatever, baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. Now let's take a look at our fifth and final column here, Aries. We have the card Stretch. Stretch is quite literal card. This is about like pushing yourself that little extra amount that you need to get done what you want to get done. It's that little extra push. It's reaching a little farther. It's stretching a little farther. But let's see what messages we have here. What a nice spread there. The first card we have is the Magician. The Magician is a card of focused creativity. It's about turning your visions into reality. It's inspired action. With the Magician, we want to make sure that we know what we want. Once we are clear on what we want, we can move towards it. And this could be that little extra push, that little extra stretch you need to get things done. The next card that we have is the Justice card. We were just talking about the Justice card and how this is favorable for you. This is very cause and effect. So this little extra push is going to pay off so much, Aries. So push yourself just the teeniest bit further in October. The last card we have here is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is again that solid, practical, wise energy. I feel like we talked about the King of Pentacles somewhere in here. Maybe we didn't. But solid, practical, wise is an important message here. It's like you know what you need to do, so push yourself that little extra step. The first clarifier we have is the Seven of Swords. I do feel like some of you just kind of want to run away. That's what's happening on the Seven of Swords. This person is gathering their swords. But again, if you just push yourself this tiny bit more, it's going to give you the Magician, which is turning visions into reality. It's obtaining the things that you want. So don't quit here. Don't run away here. Do give yourself that little extra push, that little extra stretch. The next card we have is the Death card. This indicates change. This is saying it's time to move forward. It's time to move on. Cause and effect, again, with that Justice card. It is ready. We are ready for this rebirth, for this transformation. It just takes a little extra push. At the bottom, we have the King of Wands. This is a card of courage. So having the courage, again, to take the next step, to keep pushing forward. Don't turn and run. We're really like right on the cusp of transformation here. Now at this time, Aries, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the 3 of Hearts. This is number 1 card. That's going to be yes. Question number 2 is this Jack of Clubs. This is number 45 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the Jack of Hearts. This is number 22 card. That's going to be a yes. So yes, yes, yes for you here, Aries. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you for the month of October. You have agate, which is good for retreat, calm, stability. It really protects you from outside influences. And then last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, the practice of forgiveness is the most important factor in the healing of ourselves. Thank you so much, Aries, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you again, Aries, and I hope you have a wonderful October.